Hi everyone, welcome to Every Which Way. I'm Dani. Today I am scouting for chanterelles. My spot hasn't produced for a few years, but I have my fingers crossed because of all the humidity and rain we've had. So I'm pretty happy right now because today, finally, after I think 2 years of my chanterelle spot not producing due to drought, it is produced and they're big and beautiful. Let me show you. Right, well, I keep losing my good knives or misplacing them, so right now I just have my cheapy Walmart knife, but it'll do the job. And look at these big beautiful babies.
Chanterelles are generally very easy to identify. However, there are some toxic lookalikes, like the jack-o'-lantern mushroom, which have true gills, orange interior flesh, and grow in clumps on wood. Here are a few identifying features of a chanterelle mushroom. Chanterelles have ridges, not gills, and they do not easily break when you ruffle them with your finger. At maturity, the cap becomes wavy. They typically have a golden cap with an off-white to yellow stripe. The flesh inside should be off-white to white and have sort of a string cheese-like texture. It is not orange inside. They are mycorrhizal, meaning they grow out of the ground individually or in small clumps without sharing a base stem. They do not grow out of decaying wood like the toxic jack-o'-lantern mushroom does.
Unfortunately, so far it's just this small clump. A few years ago when this fruited, there were a ton. I was able to fill my bag, so we'll see. I'll keep checking this spot through this season and see what comes up.
Yes, I was glistening and a little bit heat stroked, to be honest. It was very humid.
So right here is where I just picked the chanterelles, and just this small little area right here is where I found the chanterelles a few years ago. And of course, right after that season, a tree came down in a storm right over the spot. So I don't know, I was hoping they would grow up around the tree, and it looks like they have. So hopefully this old broken down tree doesn't deter the spot from growing, but so far at least we've got a few. All right, so I checked the other spot and more chanterelles. So a little bit more than what I found back in the other spot. It's not going to look as cool on camera because they're a bit spread out, but here's a handful of them. There's a few back over here. Oh, excuse my shaky camera skills right now. Here's a few beautiful ones sitting in the sun, and a couple around this little tree here. So yeah, this spot hasn't produced either in a few years, so I'm pretty happy. Yeah, let's pick them. This one looks a little buggy, but I'm just gonna go around, pick them, and then I'll go pick them up. Now I'm already getting kind of disappointed because I can tell these have been eaten out by bugs. So I'll go check out the other ones over here and see how they look, but so far these are almost actually not edible. This one's totally hollow. Yeah, so you can see all the bug holes in this. This is on the edge of like, oh, mosquito, where some people may still eat these if you cook them well enough. For me, I am not that desperate to eat them, so I may pass on these since almost every single one of them, like this one's was a little bit more firm and not quite as eaten out, but the rest are. So to take one or two home doesn't really make any sense to me. Yeah, eaten. Eaten. And they're kind of squishy. They're a little more firm. I don't really usually mind too many, like, I don't mind a lot of bug holes. Like if I had a, I don't know, if I had a ton of really good chanterelles, I might still take this one. It's a little more firm, so maybe I'll throw it in with the first few that I found that were nice and fresh. But disappointingly, I missed out on this spot even though I was here, oh, let's see, a week ago or so. Should have came back here. Probably would have found these in a fresh state. I don't know, they may have been too young at that point, but anyway, well, we tried. So I apologize you didn't get to see this on the dead stump it was on, but it's kind of neat. I know I found these before.
This is a species of hydnellum.
It's got teeth, little teeths on the bottom, and it's kind of a pretty hard polypore. A little squishy, and it's full of some kind of purpley red liquid here. It's cool. It smells like a pheasant back, which is interesting. So like a watermelon rind or a cucumber. I love that smell. So I did do a video where I talked about these last year. It's Mycena hematopus, the bleeding Mycena. So let's see if these bleed. Sorry, I'm trying to do this one-handed, so a little bit. See, I bet I can squeeze some blood out. A little bit, yeah. Obviously, it's not really blood. It just really looks like it. Those are always fun to find.
This is a species of Russula. They have true gills, are also called brittle gills because they break apart, and if you throw them at a tree, they'll just explode.
Beautiful orange Mycena. If I can get past the brush here.
I have named these the Cheeto of the woods because they stain your fingers orange.
So I'm in my car and I feel like I can see Chicken of the Woods from here. It could just be junk, or oh, maybe that's it's hard to tell. We're gonna go check it out. Looks like that squirrel is protecting it, but it's either, it actually might be golden chanterelles. That actually might be golden oysters, Pleurotus citrinopiliatus. So let's go check it out. Watch this, there's gonna be garbage. Oh my gosh. Well, it's nothing. Flowers. So, nope. Fail. So here's a bolete mushroom that I love to find. They're very cool. These are edible.
This is Suillus spraggii. These are jelly babies. Cute, wet, jiggly, and squishy. Their Latin name is Laodia lubrica. They're really gelatinous and sometimes even slimy, which can make them fun to play with, although they're not edible. Thanks for joining me on this somewhat of a fail video today. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.